Hey, welcome back to Change the Odds, the podcast where marriage and family were never meant to be a game of chance. My name's Kevin Thompson, Blaine and Adrienne. You're back.
We are
Hello.
Back again.
It's been a minute, but
It
we're
has
back.
been a little bit.
Yeah.
Been in Canada
Yes.
for the summer.
Yeah.
So, because where else would you go in the summer other than Canada?
Hawaii.
There are other options.
California.
So today's a day. Today is a day.
Oh.
we have a special episode.
What happened
This is
today?
This is like whenever I was a kid, and the weekday, the after school show, they'd have an after school special.
yeah.
And,
Oh.
this special episode. It's somebody's anniversary.
What?
Oh,
Here
that.
we are.
Oh, us. Us.
Yes, it's all
Wow.
about you. All about Blaine and Adrienne.
Yes.
Oh.
How many years?
14. I just found that out a couple of days ago. And
Oh.
I'm making a very much of a agreement with myself to remember this for the rest of the time.
So you don't.
Here on out, I'm going to remember how many years.
Nice.
So do you both remember the date all the time, or do you have to be reminded?
We always remember the date, but we don't really realize it sneaks up on us.
Okay.
Yeah. Early
know?
August, you know.
And then we're
Okay,
like,
say
oh,
that?
it's the 5th.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's kind of like Jenny always knows the date. She knows when we got married.
Right.
Yeah.
But I have to remind her, hey, don't forget
It's Tuesday.
next week.
Yeah.
we
right.
both
Is our
are.
anniversary.
Yeah.
But for the first time this morning, our kids did something
Oh.
incredibly sweet.
It was very sweet.
wow.
Very
Yeah.
sweet. I think it's worth
They're
mentioning.
only 9 and 7, so
Yeah.
it was
Who led the charge on that?
Cash.
our
Our
son.
9-year-old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good for-
Oh
good
my
for
God.
Cash.
It was very
So
cute.
here, I'm going to start. Can I tell
Man,
the story?
this boy's future wife.
Yes.
Look at
I
him.
Look at this.
know.
Okay. So last night, for some reason, usually he's just watching shows. We're doing whatever, playing
No,
a game.
we don't let our kids watch
No,
shows.
never after 7. And so he's out there, he's vacuuming. I'm like, you okay, bud? Like, he's never vacuumed. He's cleaning, he's tidying. We have all these little gifts that we're going to give someone. They're all neatly organized on the table. He's folding blankets. And I only realized today that was one of his gifts to
wow.
mom for her anniversary. So they
And Adrian's like, hey, Dad, take notice. This is
Yeah.
how it works.
You didn't teach him.
well done, son. And so they were adamant that the next morning you guys need to wake up and come down together.
Yeah.
Right? You want to
Yeah.
share any bit of it, or should I just keep going?
Yeah.
And so I had a couple meetings this morning, and I was like, whatever, it's just anniversary, no big deal. But I canceled those meetings
Oh, good for- okay,
I
there.
felt very good about that.
Didn't want to disappoint your son.
Yes, yeah.
Interesting how that works.
The wife. Anyway, and so we walk out, and then they have got these cutout hearts along the stairs. They've got these letters for us.
I heard him saying like, "Oh, like rose petals." Like he wanted it to look like
Oh,
rose
wow.
petals. And
Then I
Look at
questioned,
that.
where are you watching this stuff?
He watched
Yeah.
The Bachelor last night and figured out this is how you do it.
So
Yeah.
super sweet. And now my work is done. that
That's
was
so
it.
cool.
I don't have to do
They
anything.
made like a little. They're like, "Do we have fruit?" And I was like, "Not really."
Oh,
So
yeah.
they had like old
Wilted.
withered grapes and cherries and Kit Kat bars
Oh, there you go.
in the shape of a heart. for
Canadian
breakfast.
Kit Kat bars. Can have you not experienced
I
the
don't
Canadian?
know what that means.
Oh my.
Canadians have different Kit Kat bars?
Yeah, they're way better.
Yes.
What?
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll bring you one.
There's a whole conversation to be had about the quality of chocolate in Canada. Candy bars, I guess they're called, but they're called chocolate bars in Canada.
They're called candy bars here.
Yeah, right?
You don't,
What do you call? You call them candy bars?
they're not a candy bar?
They're a chocolate bar.
They're chocolate.
What?
They're chocolate, and there's a chocolate bar.
So a Snickers isn't a candy bar? What type of candy bar do you want?
Well,
A candy bar.
A candy bar would be like candy.
Yeah, like nerds rope
That's a
in
candy.
the form of a bar.
Anyway.
Interesting. I didn't even know that.
But yeah, Kit Kats are way better in
In
Canada
our current
than
political climate, you might want to start calling it a candy bar. I'm just saying.
And what do you call here? Soda? We say pop.
yeah, soda pop.
No, it's all. So this is regional.
Yes.
So where I'm from in Arkansas, do you know what it is?
it's
Coke.
It's all Coke.
Yeah.
And then it's what type of Coke do you want? I want a Dr. Pepper.
that makes no
That's
sense.
stupid.
No, I'm not saying it makes sense.
We
I'm
love
just saying-
those in Arkansas.
I'm just saying that's what it is. It makes, yeah, it is. Because first of all, you're not drinking Pepsi. That's
That's not even a question.
no, that's not. No,
It's illegal?
It's Coke. It's Coke, Cherry Coke, or Dr. Pepper. I mean, that's literally what
here,
you're
a
drinking.
deeper question is like the
Lot of
Coke
diabetes.
brand originated over there, where they're like
Georgia.
they just keep it Coke so that Pepsi never enters that region.
George, Coke
gets a
is
mental
in,
thing?
in Atlanta. So it just
Interesting.
kind of oozed
Yeah.
out,
Yeah.
I guess, from there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Where's Pepsi?
I don't know.
have no idea.
Let's find out.
What do they drink in Canada?
Pop.
Pop. Pop.
Not pap. Pop.
No, I got you. So 14 years.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
So today we are going to. I'm intrigued about Cash. If what I mean, to me, my thought is what good training
Thank
about
you.
how to celebrate in the future.
Yeah, which is interesting because we aren't big celebrators, and my parents always forgot their anniversary. Their mom would call them and be like, "Happy anniversary," and they're like, "Oh yeah." So it's not like a culture set in my family.
Yeah.
We're pretty. Well, birthdays are big deals. So everybody gets a birthday party, cousins, all the things. My mom does a
But
good job.
anniversary, they don't really.
My mom will make sure. Yeah, you're right. I don't know. Yeah, I think it is. I think it's a thing.
Yeah, I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
intrigued
I don't
how
know
that-
where
how
he-
that looks.
Yeah, we should have him on.
Yeah. Oh, let's do it. That'd be a great,
Actually, that'd be
a great
interesting.
episode. All right. So, hey, so here we are, 14 years. So today I have a few questions for you as we're going to reflect back on your relationship and how that impacts everybody else. But question number one thing I do notice, it's your anniversary. There's no ring on
Oh,
your finger as you have it on your chin right now. Is that a normal thing or
Yeah,
not? And
yeah.
if so, why not?
So
Is it-
I'll-
if you're manly enough that your hands are big enough that you don't wear a ring?
So-
He does have large
I
fingers.
got big fingers. With this callus has been developed over here by the game of golf as well. So the ring doesn't necessarily fit the finger.
Well, but you know what that means.
No.
Get a different ring.
No, it
Oh.
means you're not gripping the club properly,
Wow.
right? Like, I'm sorry. Hey, welcome to Change the Odds.
Where we talk about golf.
What are we talking about?
So yeah, where
really?
the calluses are on your hands show where you're gripping and putting pressure, and if they're not in the right spot, it means you're not gripping the club properly.
Wow.
I think they need to be. I think the grip needs to be more.
Well, that
down in the
backfired, didn't
fingers.
it?
No, I'm here to learn.
I don't know. No,
I am
this
here
is-
to learn.
This is fantastic. Well, all right, so because you were wearing a ring, that's where the callus.
No, well, so I would always wear a ring. Ironically, when I played golf, I would take it off.
on occasion.
Put it in his
those
bag.
rare occasions that you
Those,
play golf.
those, yeah. And then I started to forget it. I lost it on the golf course, forgot it in the golf bag, and I'm like, what's the point?
You lost your ring.
Well, he
on it.
found it.
I'm just, I found it again. But what's the point of putting it on if I'm just going to take it off again for golf?
wow.
Right? So
Yeah.
then
So
it
you-
stopped fitting. That was another problem. And then it was just,
It's
I don't know.
uncomfortable for you.
Uncomfortable.
This segment brought to you by Enzo Rings. That's right, a rubber wedding ring. Makes it
Actually,
very
that
easy.
would be a good.
What an anniversary present!
what
that
an
would be.
anniversary gift.
Yeah, is it my job to buy him
No,
the ring?
I'll do it right now.
What? What do you want? Am I to buy you something?
All right,
Yeah.
so let's talk gifts for a moment. So, do y'all do gifts for birthdays, anniversaries,
We're very bad.
or not?
We've gotten to the position, and I'm like, why wouldn't you just tell me what exactly you want?
Which
100%.
I do, or I just go buy it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Be like, this
Yeah.
is from you.
Because there was a year where she has a birthday early December, and then obviously Christmas comes. So that's a stress in itself. Do I buy her one? Do I buy her many? What do
All
I do?
of them.
And then now we're in America. So therefore, Thanksgiving, Black Friday, there's the deals. So,
Right. So, and I love a deal.
Oh, okay.
So I want him to buy all the gifts on the Black
And
Friday.
then tell you how cheaply he got them.
Yeah. I mean,
So
then you can
Brilliant.
get more.
Oh, that's Jenny. That's Jenny.
So I have a
13.
list. I
Maximum.
sent him links. Like, you should probably buy these now for my birthday and Christmas.
So then Black Friday, I didn't realize, ended so quickly. So that
You didn't
deal
realize
is
Black
over.
Friday
So she
that
said,
one day ended in a day. That's what you
Well, and
didn't
then
realize.
there's Cyber Monday.
Oh, yeah.
oh, there was Cyber Monday, yeah.
Giving
and
Tuesday.
so a bit of a procrastinator when it comes to those type of things.
Okay.
So the deals are
Bit.
gone. Not only are the deals gone, they're sold out. That was
yeah.
too bad. So then I go to the store and I buy full price. And
Oh, nay,
And that made me mad.
she actually didn't
don't want it.
She didn't want it.
I didn't want it.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
return?
Yeah. So
Well,
I think she
it's-
kept it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you already bought it.
I'm wearing it now.
Yeah.
But then you didn't get me anything for Christmas because you got all the things for my
so
birthday.
many things. No, I got you the gift card to the store.
Oh, a gift card.
Well, the day after Christmas, yeah.
I don't know
That's a
about the
whole
gift
story.
card.
Where,
No, she loves gift cards.
I do.
She's
Really?
well,
she
because
wants-
I'm very particular
she
on
wants
what
that
I
control.
want.
Is that the
I do.
is that the agency dyadic aspect there?
Yeah.
She wants, but she's scared to assert herself in that
Yes.
way because she wants to keep the peace.
Oh.
So the gift card is now the permission.
Yes.
Yep.
I get to go spend this money.
Yes.
The way I want to.
Interesting.
She's created a stress in family and friends where it's like, I probably shouldn't buy you a gift because you're just going to return it.
Oh.
That type of
I'm like
person.
Rachel Green, yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. Who's that?
on Friends.
what?
She
Are
returns
you
all the
kidding?
gifts.
I'm sorry, I didn't watch Friends.
Neither
was
do we. We're good
Seinfeld.
Christians.
And what kind of pagan house were you watching? I was, watching 48 Hours. So I'm intrigued with couples because for some people, if you didn't buy a gift, that would just be disastrous.
Sure, for sure.
But for me and Jenny, we tried it early on. We're like, this is ridiculous. And Jenny's like, I'd rather just buy my own thing. And I'm like, I've already bought it anyway.
And I think too, like it's like he will buy me stuff just it's not for anything. So, if there's something I'd be like, oh, that would be nice. He'll buy it sometimes.
Oh, there you go.
So I already feel like he's probably already, gifted me things. It just wasn't today.
Oh, look,
it's an ongoing gift.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd never buy Jenny anything ever.
Well, I mean, I tell him, like, you should buy this.
Okay. Okay.
It's not like out of his own.
But the worst one I bought was when we were dating, right? With the pajamas.
Yeah, he bought me these like pajamas that he shouldn't have bought me because we were dating. But like he bought like a double XL.
Because there was no smalls left.
That was the only size left. And I'm probably like a smaller medium.
Yeah.
So I like pulled out these giant pajamas and I was like,
but here's the thing.
What?
I needed her to know, I know you wanted those pajamas. I got them for you. Now just go and return them when the right size comes in.
Oh, there you go.
That's my thought.
That was the thought?
Yeah. It failed. It was a failed thought.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I see where your mind went, but it was wrong.
That's so difficult when your intentions are so positive and the outcome is so the opposite of it. It's so deflating.
And this is 14 years of marriage.
Welcome to. All right, so I got some questions for you 14 years in. So on the wedding ring, does it bother you that he doesn't wear it? Or
no, it's been like basically our whole marriage and
Yeah.
I've just accepted
Look
it.
at me. I'm no catch. So there's no threat.
I'm not worried.
I'm only out on the golf course.
I can't say because I'm at the age now where my hands swell a little bit, and so that does bother me a little bit.
Yeah.
So and I've lost my Enzo ring, so I'm gonna have to.
Oh, you had
order a new
one?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe there's a 2-for-1 special.
Like you work out and you can't.
I'll
work
buy
out
you
in
both
this,
one.
Right? So we'll give them to each other. But I tell the story all the time whenever I do a wedding that whenever Jenny and I got married, she placed this ring on my finger, right? Made these promises that I now repeat every single week to other people.
Yeah,
and
right.
and I just made the decision anytime I touch the ring, I'm going to think about Jenny. Yeah. And so like I'm stressed out or whatever, or if I just accidentally kind of hit it, I'm like, oh,
yeah.
I wonder how hard
That's like me and my callus here. I just always think about golf.
Well, so he doesn't wear a ring. I don't wear the original ring he gave me.
Oh,
I wear one that my sister designed because she works at a jewelry shop.
Oh, there you go.
So we're kind of even, I guess.
We love each other.
It just reminds you of all the promises your sister has made you.
Yeah.
Where is the original ring?
I have it. It's in my jewelry thing.
Okay.
And I have
know,
mine.
I know exactly because I found it in a box in the. He had no idea where it was.
Oh.
I knew
I
it
just
was
found
with my championship hockey ring.
Yeah.
That's where I knew that it was with it.
You knew.
I didn't know where those two rings were.
Yeah.
But I knew they
I
were
randomly
together.
just found him like a week ago.
Yeah.
So it wasn't my championship ring is with my wedding ring. It was my wedding ring is with my championship.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
That makes total sense.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
All right, so I got some questions for you. 14 years of marriage. Here's some things that I want to know. So, what is one thing you expected marriage to be, or this to be in marriage, or marriage is like this, and now you're 14 years in, and you're like, how naive I was. It's just not like that, and that's okay. What's one thing that you would look at? Your expectations were one way, and reality is a different way.
Yeah, I would start with the positive, if we can, right? That the expectation was, my hope was this, and it ended up being this. Was our foundation was on friendship, and we've truly just continued that. We've talked about that in the past, where it's like, I just hope one day when we're old and the kids are gone, we want to be with each other, and that has continued to grow and increase more and more. I think it's been one area where I was like, oh, this is fantastic because we just truly are friends.
Yeah.
And then in the times of disagreement, and they can be disagreements, but we know that there's that foundation where we're going to be coming back to each other because we love each other deeply.
What do you think? So, there's a couple out there right now listening, or one's listening, the other one's not, in which they're like, we're not. Mm-hmm. Is that just a personality thing? Or are there specific behaviors? The palsy kicked in for a moment. Are there specific behaviors that have led to that, created that?
Okay, so now what sparked is like what I thought it would be versus now it's different. I think the big rubber hit the road type of moment was we would have both really wanted our own way of doing marriage. I was career focused, so yay, I'm going to go do my job, and then my wife is at home waiting, and that type of mentality would have been something I was like, oh, that's probably what marriage is. And then when you come home and it's not that, and she has her own dreams and own desires, well, no, I thought they were my dreams and my desires that we're going to go follow. Then when that hit,
we did.
we did, yeah. And when that hit the road, we started to realize, I think a lot of the fights come down to just selfishness. So then we became less selfish for our own ambitions and more of a couple idea of like, well, no, this is why we want to do this, because this will lead to that. Are you okay if it leads to that? Yes. Okay, then I'm in on this immediate version of whatever this is, if we can get to that level. And then we got to that level, and then it's like, what's our next dream? What's our next dream? To where we move down here, and I feel like the pressure's off because we're just both on a journey together, and there's not like this set, I have to make it on Instagram or I have to make it in this. It's just like, no, let's just figure this thing out as we go. And we're unified in that. So it's been a positive as well, but it took some argumentation. I don't know the word.
Some work.
Some fights.
Adrienne, what do you think as far as what's the key to y'all's friendship? Do you think it just came naturally that the key is you chose to marry a friend?
Yeah.
Or is it, most people do that. I think over time, here's how we've been able to maintain that and develop it, deepen it, versus some other people who don't.
I think you're right. I think we chose each other as friends, and that's how it started, right? Because when we were we dated for like 6.5 years. And there were times where I was like, okay, he's the boy next door. He's the only person I've ever dated. How do I know there's not someone else out there, like maybe across the street? Maybe not just next door. And so, thank you.
Yeah, it was a joke.
Humorous.
Yeah, it was.
But I literally remember making the decision, be like, hey, I love who he is. I love who he makes me to be. And that's what I want in a man. Is he perfect? No, but neither am I. But I'm just choosing to get who he is for my life. And I remember that was like a turning point where I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Because of course there could have been, you can explore the world, but I chose him.
Yeah. I love that. And I think I was just re-listening to a podcast with me and Mark Clark the other day in which I told him to text Aaron, I'd choose you all over again. And he thought that was the dumbest thing ever. And he's like, I'm not going to do that. That'd be so cheesy. I said, no, just try it. Just do it. And he did. And we waited and waited. Finally, the response came in and she was all grateful for what he text. But I love those words. I chose him. I choose him again. But I think there's a couple application points here. One, if you're dating and engaged, marry a friend. Do not
make sure you have a foundation of friendship.
Do not go, oh, I don't want to ruin the friendship. No, that's who you want to date.
That's it.
Run the friendship. Take the risk because there's such potential if you actually marry somebody that you're friends with. There's just such potential in what's there. And then beyond that, if you are married, this is something you always have to come back to and not only maintain but build, because what happens is most relationships start as friendships. You're dating, all those things are exciting, they're fun, and kids come along, career comes along, and that's the place you begin to drift apart. And because you're forced to still be partners to figure it out, right? And the intimacy happens, whatever.
Sure.
But the friendship for many couples, especially if you look at who your friends are, the stage of life that you're in, what tends to erode first is the friendship. And then what happens is they don't really recognize it or understand it. It then begins to erode into intimacy. And that's when they understand something's wrong.
So what are other reasons people get married if it's not friendship?
Well, I mean, a huge mistake that people make is
attraction.
Yeah, they get involved sexually so quickly.
Yeah.
That there is this romantic chemistry and not this general, we can go out to eat and have a good time. We can go for a walk and enjoy.
It's our favorite thing to do, actually.
Is that why The Bachelor doesn't succeed after the marriages?
Oh, The Bachelor, the show?
Yes. No.
It's physical attraction.
Well, and it's trauma bonding because they do they jump off a building together and like, oh, we have so much in common.
Yes. No, exactly right.
Kidding,
and all the pressure of what's going on around them. It actually doesn't allow their brain to properly filter what's going on and what are the real important issues of life. And so now it is this I mean, notice it's no accident that the bachelor marriages haven't lasted.
I think there's maybe like one or two.
But I'm just saying,
But in general.
in comparison
Yeah.
to the bachelorette marriages,
Oh,
they have lasted.
Oh, really?
More. Not obviously not 100%.
I didn't know
but
that.
If you look, it is more. And here's my theory. I don't know.
ooh, this is juicy.
I don't know, but
I
here's
like
my
it.
theory. My theory is a guy goes on the show. He has all these beautiful women to choose from, and then he ends up picking one, but his brain is still kind of torn. And now with more fame, he has even more options.
Oh, I see.
And so now there's this potential of
I could have anyone.
I could have anyone, and what's that going to be like? Whereas for the woman, the bachelorette goes on now, maybe prioritizing commitment a little bit more, and truly looking for somebody that she can narrow it down, and basically the guy winning the competition, he's committed to her because she is the crowning achievement.
Right.
She's the goal.
When the woman wins the competition, then the guy's like, well, I can find somebody now even
I can keep
even
winning.
better. It's like the male pursuit that's in
Interesting.
there, as opposed to that kind of feminine pursuit.
Have you ever seen the show? Totally get that. Have you ever seen the show Big Brother?
A long time ago, like when it first
But you
came
understand.
out.
So the
I got
concept,
the
you're in a
concept.
house. There's no intimacy. There's not a goal of getting a relationship. But those marriages seem to have lasted a long time because I'm assuming
with friendship.
Friendship.
Yeah.
And you're like getting to know someone on a deep level. There is no
talking.
physical even availability to do those things because you're being watched all the time, right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's just like the deep level of friendship, connection, understanding of like this person, and then the stress. My brother always said like one way to know that you are the one or this thing is going to last is like you go on a trip together, you plan a trip together, you go through, he's meaning a stressful scenario,
Yeah.
and like, can
See
you
if
get
you
out of
can,
it?
yeah.
How do you fight together? How do you, give up certain things for each other? I'm like, that's a great analogy of
Well, it's the shared experience.
shared experience. Yeah.
It's a unique shared experience, and that you really are having to discover things about yourself and then about this other person, and it's forcing you either to work together or you're going to be done. So I think that's a brilliant way. I also think just within the dating process, I think the mistake a lot of couples make, especially these days, is so there's maybe this nervousness of we're talking, we're not talking, but once they actually like go out on a date, if that actually were to happen, then they're together 24/7. Like they're constantly texting, they're constantly interacting. And if they would actually go a little bit old school of, hey, we're going to go to lunch on Monday, and we're actually, I'll text you on Tuesday, but we're actually not going to be in this extreme conversation until next week. And if they would slow that down just a little bit to make the heart desire it rather than being overwhelmed,
Yeah.
I think that would actually help some relationships kind of grow this friendship. Begin to see, do I like you or not?
Yeah,
Right.
and we had that because we had long distance dating
Yes.
because he played hockey. So we'd have to, and it was before FaceTime and all that. So we would just talk on the phone a lot.
Yeah.
And some days we didn't want to. And that was hard too.
It was interesting because like one person is out having fun with their buddies and they, I gotta go home and call my boyfriend. Like, meanwhile, I'm sitting alone all night waiting.
This is the
how are you doing,
the
babe?
only good part
Yeah.
of
I'm
the entire
fine.
day.
So then the expectations are different on each end of the phone. And
you're
that
just-
can be tough.
That was big time tough at times. Yeah,
So
for sure.
So for me and Jenny, we were dating in college in Oklahoma. I moved for the summer to Arizona. She went to Montana to work at Glacier National Park, and so it was we would write email every day. And so I actually went back and saved all those emails from the summer and gave that to her as a gift right, on our
And what did
like,
she-
10th anniversary.
Because I feel like that's something Blaine would do. I'd be like, okay, thanks.
Yeah, I don't think
what do you do
I
with
don't think she cares one bit. But I'll go back and flip through.
And it was
Oh, you're
nice.
so sentimental.
It was nice.
No, I am.
You know what I think I will do? I won't do this, but it's a good idea. Somebody else should do it. It's like you read them into a video or like some sort of caption of, and then it's like triggering a few memories, and then it's done.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot of work.
No, but just that ability of this, that was a regular communication, but it was once a day.
Yeah.
And it was really, I'm going to respond to the email you sent me yesterday, and now you're going to receive this
Yeah,
response.
we did that
We
too,
did
right?
that,
Yeah.
And it's a great way to expose kind of the emotional aspect of who you are, to understand about the other person. And again, you're allowing the friendship to go. And we've used this illustration before. What's happening there is the roots of trust are growing at a sustainable rate so that the rest of the plant of the relationship can get the nutrients that it needs. What so many couples do is they don't develop the friendship and the roots that come with that, and the relationship takes off at 1,000 speed in something else, and they can't sustain or support what's going on.
Okay, I got another one. Now we're talking about dating.
Yeah.
I will say this a lot. I wish we were still dating. I love dating. So I thought that you would continue to cuddle and date.
We'd make out more when we were married.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, really?
So it's like that idea. And I know that is something a lot of us talk about is like, oh, go for a date, do a date night. Like there's value in that. You're just talking about these memories. And I'm like, oh man, that's when we were like vulnerable and in love and like trying to figure out what does she want. And now it's just like, see ya, I'll catch you at 4 p.m. I'll be back after work. Love you.
And is it on the calendar?
You know,
it's
no, Tuesday,
absolutely.
so it makes sense.
Business sucks. I do think within that, part of that is also stage of life.
Okay.
Yep.
That now the making out, we can have a different discussion.
We don't need to.
We need a barbell.
I do think because the cuddling thing, I mean, that's it's so funny. Who would have thought this would be one of my hot topics? Right?
Yes.
But I just think it's so important.
Yeah.
However, at the stage of life, you cuddle a lot.
Oh, yes.
My 3-year-old.
Your 3 kids.
Constantly cuddling me.
And so I think what happens is to be very intentional and to recognize, Blaine, all right, this is a stage where this isn't going to happen as much as I want it to because she is being touched by all these other people. But as they begin to grow out of that.
My children, to be clear. Not random people.
As they begin to age out of that a little bit,
then I'll probably crave it.
Then to recreate that opportunity. And here, it's a very intentional step that has to take place. Because seriously, right now, end of the day, chances are, if y'all are just going to just crash on the couch, there's space because you need space. Like, just don't touch me for a minute. Just right.
Thank you for validating.
Oh no, 100%. That's the
and
case.
thank you for giving me hope that the future could come.
Yes.
Yeah,
and there
because
could be
what
a desire
about
of it.
when Raya's not on top of me 24/7? I'll probably miss that, you know, and then I'll come to you,
buddy.
So, but I do think then you become very intentional about whenever we crash on the couch, we're actually crashing into each other, right? And again, it's not, to me, it's not the teenage making out. As much as it is this, you're training your body to relax, in much the same way. What's the guy who wrote Passionate Marriage? He talks about hugging till relaxed.
Oh yeah.
And so the idea in that is, and Gottman talks about this a little bit. He'll talk about the 60-second hug. That now you go in and you hug each other, and we'll do a hug right for 5 seconds and then move on. But no, stay there. Then it gets a little uncomfortable. No, stay there. And the next thing you know, your bodies begin to mold into each other. Your heart rates begin to lower and get in sync. And then your body, I'm assuming if Barbara's here, she's going to talk about how the oxytocin is released, all those kind of things. And it has this very calming effect, but it's not just a calming effect, it's then a bonding effect. And so whenever I hear about the idea of cuddling, this to me is one of the areas, and I talk about it in my new book that's going to come out next year. Let's just plug that right now. Creation of Us. And the healing nature that we can have for each other. And one of the things many couples are not leveraging as they should is each other's bodies outside of just a sexual form.
Right.
But literally in a connection, bonding, lower my cortisol levels, kind of we're connected and we're resting with this touch that is actually there. The first 5 minutes whenever you go to bed, the first 5 minutes whenever you wake up of a morning, relaxing on a couch, simple holding of hands, when you're on a car ride, those kind of things to increase that amount of I'm here touch.
Yeah.
I think makes a huge.
And I'm seeing all of that right now in real time in our kids. So like, Dad, hold my hand because I want to be calmed is what they're saying deep down, or safe or whatever.
Yes.
So I'm seeing that their need of it, which is fascinating because we still have those needs, right? Which is I'm expressing my need for it. But that's interesting.
You feel calm?
Oh yeah, baby.
They're absolutely. I mean, I'm sure people who are listening, if they've heard this podcast, they've heard it before. So I went through a period of I was just experiencing this great deal of nauseousness and go to counseling, and the counselor's trying to work through what is that's going on, ruled out all the physical concepts that were there. And one thing that we learned is, look, whenever you're feeling anxious, have a signal with Jenny, and she can just literally like if you're at dinner with somebody, she can put her hand on your knee.
Yeah.
and it just calms me.
Incredible.
It's amazing what the body does in that moment when it feels like it's supported. One of the great things about having a child with Down syndrome is my 20-year-old daughter still loves to hold my hand. And so, I mean, I don't even think about it. Like, here's what I do think about it on occasion. Sometimes I'll grab her hand and I'll think, man, if this were a neurotypical 20-year-old, she would not be holding my hand right now. This would be weird. Yeah. But it's so great. Just hold a hand and take off. Yeah. Sometimes I'll jokingly try to grab Silas's and he'll punch me in the face. Yeah. But yeah, that kind of bonding that is there is such a potential.
So cool.
Okay. So let's go the other direction.
Oh.
What's one surprise about marriage so far that you thought, oh, this is different than I expected?
I thought he'd wear a wedding ring.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Of course. You thought he would publicly display his affection for you.
Yeah.
No.
I thought that there would be more stability in terms of like our life. Like, you know, we grew up in a very conservative town.
Small
you go
town.
be a teacher, you have a safe, secure life. And for all the right reasons, we're on this wild journey, which I would never, ever change at all. But never thought we would be where we are together doing what we do.
So true.
Yeah.
We probably thought we were both going to be, well, we both went to school to be teachers. I dropped out because I realized not my calling or gifting.
Can you imagine what a great teacher Blaine would have been?
He would have been great.
Like, he would have been brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
Are we joking here? Or what's
I'm
going on?
serious.
No,
I'm serious.
I'm 100% serious about that.
Yeah.
It's also a little bit of a joke in the jab that I'm taking at Adrienne right now. I never said Adrienne's going to be a great teacher.
Oh, no.
She knows.
I know. I'm very self-aware.
But seriously, just how good he would have been at that.
Yeah.
That would have been brilliant.
Yeah, so we thought, because my whole thing was like, I don't know what I want to go to school for. He's going to be a teacher. We might as well have summers off together.
Oh, there you go.
That was, and then we ended up moving.
Yeah.
And you're right. We probably thought we were, it's just turned out, we never thought we'd be in California. Ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's interesting to me is y'all are the flex here of transitioning careers, transitioning countries, right? And again, we joke about it, but it's serious of the uncertainty that's there, immigration and all those kind of things. And yet to see, for a lot of couples, they think, well, our marriage is struggling because there's so much chaos, because all these kind of, and they almost see the marriage as a secondary condition to the circumstances of their lives. When the truth of the matter is, as long as your marriage is good, the circumstances
Don't matter where you're going.
really don't matter as much.
Yeah, and I think even the 2 moves that we've done have bonded us. Kind of like we were saying, not trauma bonding, but a shared experience. Like, we've had to work through it together. And he was the only person I had because I didn't know anyone. And our little family unit feels really sweet and close and special.
How long ago did y'all move here to America?
3 years.
Just about 3. But before that, we moved to Vancouver, which is like from Manitoba. So halfway across the country to not knowing anyone before we had kids.
Manitoba, is that like above Minnesota?
North Dakota.
Okay.
North Dakota.
It's like moving from North Dakota to California.
Okay.
Or Seattle, I guess.
Yeah. No, I got it.
But it was that first move 2 years in where we saw all of our stresses and our fights, and it was
that
like
was the hardest.
she literally we're talking, you could drive 24 hours east home straight on the highway and go, and she's like, why don't I just go? We did long distance dating. Why don't we do long distance marriage?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like,
And
we're modern.
half serious, like, sadly, because it was such a tension, right?
Wow.
It's
It was
just like
just a tough
we're
time.
she's missing that security in that home, and I'm doing this and I'm doing good at it and I love it. It's like, no, this is what we should do, But it was only when we got connected in the church with our group and we felt that cohesion with some friends and some community, and then she started to have the kids, and then we kind of made our own story. I think that was interesting for us, coming from a conservative family dynamic where only when we took that step together did we actually grow together. Yeah.
No, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
Would you say that if I were to go back to your wedding day and I were to describe your entire lives to you, would the biggest surprise to you be if I were to tell you, hey, the next 2 years are going to suck?
That would have.
And then after that, it's going to be really good.
That would
been a
have surprised us.
Yeah.
Yeah. We would have thought those would have been the best years.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And for some, they are.
Yeah.
But not necessarily.
Right.
And I think there's such an important lesson within this of let's not we go through tough years, and sometimes when I do weddings, I'll say that, look, there are going to be tough years. And notice I said years. I didn't say moments. I didn't say days. I didn't say weeks. I didn't say months. I said years. Not to excuse that, not to just go, oh, will it get better without,
Right.
but to see, you know what, we don't have to just look back and go, oh, we made the wrong choice. Let's move separately. No. Let's be intentional. Y'all went to counseling.
Yeah.
What was her name? Remember?
Donna Lynn.
I still want to talk to Donna.
We got to get her.
I got questions for Donna. But literally, now you see this tremendous transformation that took place because you're willing to do the work and to stick it out. And that doesn't mean every relationship is going to work out. I'm not saying that. But it does go to show whenever I do a wedding with somebody, I often think, I will, you've heard me tell the story. On our first anniversary, I told Jenny, had I known it would have been this good, we would have gotten married earlier. And Jenny jokingly said, had we gotten married earlier, it may not have been this good. Right. Well, y'all go through this period where the first 2 years are very difficult. Two different experiences. The outcome is the same. We're both sitting here now very happy, us at 25 years, y'all at 14 years, with these very satisfying relationships that hopefully are impacting other people now. They just got off to a different start. Doesn't mean there's a right or wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
It just means this is our journey now to get there. And I think if more couples would have that mindset of, look, there might be some really difficult times early on. We're going to navigate through it and figure it out. I think that can make a big difference.
Yeah, and we recognize the little sacrifices we had to make sure the other person was on the same page. And I remember she wrote down somewhere, she's like, we want to be marriage counselors or coaches or this thing, and suddenly that's becoming a little bit more real now. But our desire, I think, is when couples like have a unified plan or a goal or an
Vision.
identity or a vision where I had to give up a fair bit of this. She definitely had to give up the safety and security to take that step into this shared vision. But once you do, suddenly you're like, let's go to war together. And it just tightens you, right?
Yep.
And strengthens you. Sorry. Yeah.
Let's end this way. Let's each of you think about one thing. We'll start with Blaine to give Adrienne more time to think through it. Let's each think, what's the biggest lesson you yourself have learned about what you need to do to make this marriage be successful? What's the lesson that you've learned about not what she needs to do or we need to do, but literally here's what I need to do in order to make this happen?
I think the thing that I've been aware of over the years is I like to please, I like to be needed and wanted. And I find that when she would get mad at me for this, that, or the other thing, I didn't take it personal. I understood her hurt and her needs. So then I kind of wanted to make sure that I didn't turn back and fight back, if that's making any sense. I wanted to just be there for her. So this understanding, like my identity with Jesus, I think has strengthened me more so in our last 5 years of marriage to give her more love, right? So I'm not trying to just find her approval in everything. I'm good. But that actually strengthens her to like let that out and know that it's a safe spot, but then also say, okay, enough, let's get moving. And we make each other better that way, I think is something that
That's cool.
really helped me.
Adrienne, how about you?
I don't know if this answers the question, but I think I need to make sure he feels needed. Is that your question?
Well, that's my problem.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That the thing you've learned the most is that you need to learn more about him.
That's a good way to
Because
put it.
a lot of times we can go into a relationship just assuming, oh, I love this guy, he loves me, I've got him figured out.
Yeah.
We don't have ourselves figured out,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so to become very inquisitive about what this other person
It's a great way to put
really
it.
is, and then how can I best meet their needs in
Yeah.
a meaningful way? Because whenever that idea becomes reciprocal in a
Yep.
relationship, it's powerful. So last night, right? Been traveling, get in very late, and so this morning, Jenny kindly makes me bacon and eggs every morning. Right?
Wow.
And so
Every morning.
every morning. So I go out on the deck and eat those with her. She's going to stay out on the deck, kind of do her quiet time. I'm going to come to the office, and I come back in, and the kitchen is just a mess. Right. So day one, married Kevin. Right. I've been out of town. I didn't benefit from that kitchen being messy one bit, right? She probably made meals I wouldn't even eaten anyway. But 25 years, you know what would help her? If I just took 5 minutes and just walked over there, cleaned it, put it in there, and left. And what am I communicating in that moment? I see you.
Yeah.
I'm not, I don't think all this is on you.
Yeah.
You got a busy day. I got a busy day. And just that one little thing of insight of what's important to her. I mean, she has said before, I think it might be in Friends, Partners, and Lovers, where I talk about early on in our relationship, I told her I wish women were as easy as men in that at least you know the one thing that I need to be satisfied. And she goes, oh, no, we have one thing. And I said, what? And she goes, clean the kitchen. Like it was literally that
Wisdom.
clear. Like, clean the kitchen. And so I'm like, I'm cleaning the kitchen, right? To make her feel that kind of support. Well, Blaine and Adrienne, what a privilege it is to be one of your friends, to get to do this. I feel like now school's about to start as we're recording this. We're about to kick off season 2 of Change the Odds, the podcast. Yep. I think that's where we're going to go.
I love it.
So we're going to have a great time and look forward to it. Thanks so much for watching. Hey, click the subscribe button. You have no idea what we have planned for this next season. Why? Because we don't know yet, but it's going to be brilliant. So subscribe, comment, and we'll see you next time. Change the Odds.